Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Sunniva.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to Keep or Cull, where we play our whole collection and see if you want to keep the games or cull the games.
Yes, we don't know how many games we have anymore. You always say 600 plus games, and now my brain was like, how many games do we have?
I just thought that it might not be the number anymore, and I didn't want to come up with a new number, so I just said our collection.
And it was like a nicer sentence, but now I made it into like a 2-minute thing. But everything is scripted here on Board Gaming Ramblings,
Yes,
as you
know it.
So all of this was made just like, oh no, it's going to be a change. People are going to be like, oh, thank
Sunniva and Johannes banter.
Yes, written by Bob, or fantastic
Yes.
writer. More games! We're talking about more games. We are playing games. We are playing many games for review, playing some escape room games. We're going to have some of them today. But we're going to start with some smaller games. First off, I'm starting today, suddenly. Things are changing.
Mixing it up.
Things are changing at Board Gaming Ramblings. These are the changes. First off is Christmas Tree. This is a small little game from Taiwan Board Games, and it is a good game, or it's published by a company called Good Game. It is the same designer who made Vegetable Stock, which is a really cool game.
That I wanted to cull. So let's see how this fares.
I really liked Vegetable Stock, and now it's this one. It's about a tree in Christmas. 1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a double cull.
Double culling all the way across the sky.
It is quite a unique game, though. It's very easy to get to the table because it's so small.
I just put it on there. It's on the table.
But you want to collect sets of the same cards.
Yes.
But if somebody else plays a set, then everybody else has to discard half of what they have on their hand. So you want to really put your luck in how long you want to collect things.
It's an interesting one. Don't need to own it. It's
I
on
agree.
your place. Next time.
Next time on
Is-
Board Gaming Ramblings. Pause.
Pause. Do you have it the right side up?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, yes, you did. This is one that we hadn't heard about, and we heard it was good. Bought it at Spiel, and now we're doing the paddle. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Double cull.
It is supposed to be like the designer played Scout. It wasn't like they would wish it was.
Nope.
Wish it were. And they made this. And I think Scout is better. This feels slower and less exciting.
Yeah.
But I think that it's a cool concept where you have these cards and you can flip them over and you want to overbid the last player's bid at all times. But I just think it's a lesser version of Scout for my taste.
It's an interesting game, but it's also not in a genre of games like the normal card games that we often play. So I think Scout is going to be better for our gaming tastes.
Yes.
Next up, we are going to have Gap, another small card game. This one is from Arcane Wonders. Awakened Realms, that would be weird. Arcane Wonders and also Funbot. It's shiny and it's about cards.
It's shiny.
It's also only foil cards in it. So if you are after the foil version of this game,
This
it's
is
here.
rare.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
No.
1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a double cull.
What did I say? Boom! That's not boom.
That's a new
Another
thing here
double
on Board
cull.
Gaming Ramblings.
Another one in the genre of being an okay card game, not one I will need to play again, so that's why, even though it's a small game, it's gonna go out of the collection.
Yeah, this is also kind of cool because you want to. It reminds me of, I don't know if you have this game in English, but we have a Norwegian game, not Norwegian, but a game that in Norwegian calls Casino.
Yes.
And you want to what is on the in the display.
Yes.
It kind of, you want to play the card and take the similar card from the display, and it changes up at all times. So that was cool, but not cool enough. I don't know why I used so long to explain that. I don't know if it made any sense.
It didn't for me, but
No.
I'll play the game.
Yes.
So next up we have another small game,
12 chip.
which is basically
Chip.
a card game, but with chips instead.
Yes.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. You need a paddle to be ready.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom!
It's another double
cull.
But this is I like this one a
It's
lot.
fun.
I think that this was cool because this is like a 3-player game.
It was a
This-
3-player game,
Yes.
and now they made it into being a 2 to 4.
4.
So you could play it with two. I didn't need a box. I just want to see the 2 to 4.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. But it's a very nice box, and it has like these coasters, which you can actually use as coasters, which are the points. So
And
if
it has
you
actual poker chips.
if you want to, you could like, oh, I got a point. Now I can drink something, and then it has very nice poker chips. It's a very clever game, but again, it's one that I'm not gonna choose to play.
Yeah, I agree. It is a cool, unique, like twist on a trick-taking game.
It is like, of the four that we have talked about now, it's the one that was closest to being a key.
I agree.
Now we're going to talk about some escape room games. First off, we played the rest of the Unlock short adventures. There's 6 of these. We played them all now. We're going to do the keeper call, but this is like an excuse to talk about them in a video. So 1, 2, 3, boom!
It's a call.
Whoa!
I don't know why
we played it before.
Yeah,
we played
because
them.
it's
Yeah,
keeper
because
call.
it's like it's
Yes.
our show. We can do what we want. What do you think about the Unlock short story adventures?
I think it's cool. I think it's a neat concept, but I think like I would prefer the normal Unlock. That is
Yes.
more me. I like the puzzles there more, but I feel like in normal Unlock and in this, it really depends on the case. It varies. So, for example, the pursuit in the Cobra Khan.
Yeah.
The pursuit of Cobra Khan. I thought this was okay. What did you think of this?
I don't remember them. I just remember them all being fine, and then one being better.
Yes.
I think maybe this one was pretty good.
This one was better. I felt like this was
Okay,
cool.
this
I
was-
like this one.
Yeah,
With the masks.
we like them, but
Yes.
there's if you played all the Unlock, then you can get them. But other than that, there's really no reason. Then a couple of years ago, we got this game, Kinosu, from Key in England. We never played it, and then after playing Mother of Frankenstein, we then like, oh, we have another one of these escape room games because we love escape room games. I don't know why we never played this. And we played this. This is said to be 4 hours, 4 chapters. It uses some physical components and some internet components. So what did you think about this one?
We're not doing the paddle first?
Oh yeah,
Or-
the paddle thing. I forgot that this wasn't a review. 1, 2, 3, boom! Like
Double
it's
kill,
yeah,
yes.
kill.
It's a one-time use thing.
It's sad because it says on the back replayable, and
It's not.
it's not completely true, which
No.
is sad.
But I enjoyed this one. It is our first meeting of this interaction with some
company? Yep.
Yes, and also that kind of escape room style game where you also use not just an app, but you're searching for normal things on a computer. And I thought some of the things, like the balance between physical components and on the web. It was
Like the
a little,
youngsters say?
felt a little wonky, but overall I found this one exciting and fun.
Yeah, I really liked my experience, and it was about 4 hours, like a little bit less. We bought some other games from them, and one we have played through is the Culling card. This is 8 hours, it says, in 8 chapters. Let's do the thing first.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom! Yes.
Go.
Double call. It says here, I'm going to read something for you now, and see if you agree.
Okay.
100 plus challenging puzzles.
Nope.
Maybe 20. Like, I didn't count. There's more than 20. But this game, it says it's going to be 8 hours. We spent 5.5 hours. And it felt like it wasn't enough in here for 8 chapters.
No, I agree. In this, compared to Kinosu, this was more chapters. They were smaller with less puzzles in each.
But it's saying each is 1 hour, and it's not.
Well, there might be if you're slow, and that's fine. But I wanted more out of my experience with this.
Yeah.
I thought too much of it was find some information on the internet,
Yeah.
for example. And some puzzles were really cool. We had some clever moments with like, oh cool, this was an awesome puzzle in this game as well. But I liked this less than Kinosu.
I agree. We have 2 more from them. One more that is like 8 chapters, which somebody sourced, person on the internet says was the best one.
Cool.
And also a shorter one, which is a horror escape
I
room.
really trust one person on the internet,
Yes,
so
the
I'm
best.
looking forward to that.
Now we're going back to the normal games. That was like an escape room interlude. And now we have the hunt. You
Yes.
already saw it because I showed it first. And we're going to do the thing. Are
Yeah.
you ready? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, boom!
It's a double call.
Double call.
We're
It's
calling
Culling time
everything today.
So, talk about this. The Hunt by the person called
Kramer.
Matthias Kramer.
Yes. This is a 2-player game set in a war.
A war. I think it's the war about war. It's Second World War.
Yes. And one person is trying to have ships not being bombed, shot down, and the other person is trying to shoot them down. And yeah.
And now you know the rules of the game.
Yes, you can play it now.
I think that it's a fun game. I think that I enjoyed it, but it is a bit too random for my... It's a war game, basically, and it is a bit like, you're rolling a die, oh, I lost, the thing exploded. Or it's kind of like, it is a game that I really understand that people would like, but we played Battle of Versailles from Salt and Pepper Games. It's like another level of amazing for me, and this was just fine. And not when I'm gonna choose to play, because I don't want to play it. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't want to play that again. That's just a reason not to have it.
Because it's a bad game. Nope. Because we have so many games, other games. I wanted also to say one person is kind of hiding, and the other person is trying to find the other person.
Yes.
So that you have to like that, those kind of games as well.
Next up, we have.
Oh, it was heavy. Lunar Rush.
Lunar Rush. This is a simultaneous action selection game. It has some interaction with the drafting. You are trying to have the best moon base, trying to score the most points in different ways. We're doing the paddle. 1, 2, 3, boom!
Double Cull.
It's double Cull, yes. I like it. I'm going to speak a bit now because you spoke every time. And I always speak a lot, so it's not a problem. I think it's a good game. This is one of those games that the more I played it, the less I liked it. Because I enjoyed many things about the game. But then there is some variants that make some of my problems with it better. And if I were to play it again, I would include them more. I like the game. I think it's a fun enough game. Not
fun enough because you're not keeping it.
No, I think it's fun enough, but I don't think it's fun enough to want to play it again.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of done with it, and I don't need to own it anymore. You are trying to move resources from Earth to the moon, but you're also trying to make those same resources on the moon. So you need to get some like the life support and get some of the special resources and the astronauts up to Earth, up to the moon. You are bidding for turn order and then drafting these routes to go like either fast, medium or slow, both up from the Earth to the moon and from the moon with valuable resources to sell down to the Earth. And the slower you go, the more stuff you can get there, but you're gonna get it later. So the slower is gonna take 3 rounds, and there's only 7 rounds in the game. Many interesting things. You are building the moon base, upgrading it, doing this worker placement. It's like a worker placement game on your own. I don't usually like sitting doing my own thing and having no idea what you're doing. And which is like one of the reasons I liked it less and less, because I was just plotting my own and I had no... The interaction and drafting is interesting, but then it's kind of just do your own thing.
Yeah, I feel like the worker placement that you do on your own, and like that is pretty basic. Do an action, then convert those resources into maybe other resources, or upgrade the actions that you already have. That is very basic, and that's fine. But the funness in this game comes from when do I need those resources? How many do I need? What do I think you need? Maybe I should go for then choosing this down route now because I have so many resources that I want to sell right now. That is the main thing that is exciting about this game. But I agree with you. I am done with this now.
Enjoyed it. Check it out if you like kind of these simultaneous action selection games. Next up, we have one that's been on the shelf for a while, Wavelength. It's a party game where you are trying to read the mind of other people, or trying to find out, I'm going to say something, and then you are going to guess where on a kind of, where is it on the other side? Guess where on this scale that thing is. So it's like warm and cold. And I'm going to say coffee, for example. And then the other players on the team is going to be like, okay, coffee is not the warmest thing in the world. It's not going to be all the way too warm, but it's pretty warm.
Because you could have said lava, and that would be pretty warmer, right?
Yeah, so it's a fun game. So yeah, let's do the thing before I say the thing. 1, 2, 3, boom!
Double Cull.
I don't need this because we have
Hard to Get,
which is for me doing this, and not only hard to, kind of hard to, other one as well, I don't remember, But I think it was fun. But I don't need to play it. I already have party games I like.
Yeah, like before we played Hard to Get, because that is a new game in our collection, I would probably keep this, but I think that what Hard to Get does, which this doesn't, is that eliminates, and also code names. We talked about this as well, that now I'm just praising Hard to Get, basically, that you don't have to come up with like this word. You don't have to be that creative, because we played this and a lot of the time that we spent on it was the person who were giving the clue just was thinking.
Yeah.
And that is not that exciting.
That's true.
I feel like. So I would rather play Hard to Get, but this I like the concept. I think like the what do you call it? The
thing.
The thing is cool.
I agree. Last game for today. Only one more game to go, and it is Freelancers A Crossroads game. This is a continuation, basically, on the game called
Forgotten
Waters, which we really
like.
like.
The same story.
No.
But the same concept.
Okay.
The mechanisms.
Let's do the thing. 1, 2, 3. Boom!
Okay, we have called every single game. I'm so happy.
I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, this is the first time. It's so cool. Well, I like the concept. I really like when we got Forgotten Waters, we were blown away by the storytelling, and it was so cool experience. The mechanisms isn't that important in this game. It is important, but that is not the highlight. The highlight is going through this story together and having these fun moments. And I think that they have done some tweaks that I enjoy in this game. But I just remembered Forgotten Waters as being more exciting and being more what I wanted from this type of experience. Yeah. And this didn't intrigue me to continue on with this story.
I agree. This is a unique game in the same vein as Forgotten Waters. I know a lot of people like this a lot better. My first impressions, and there's so many games, so I'm not going to play it again because we're calling it. But I enjoyed it, but I would rather go back and play Forgotten Waters.
Yes.
So yeah, those are the games. These are the games we kept today.
Yes.
And then we have all of these games that we didn't keep, and some of the escape rooms as well. So yeah, best and worst experience of this pile. Let's put this over here.
Okay.
And let's do the other small ones on the top.
Yes.
Let's do this and put them over here. And now talk about the best and worst experience of the games.
Best and worst experience is nothing of this. Well, I think I had the most fun with Kinosu, because that was a really fun playing that game with you, and I want to play more escape room games because it's so fun.
It is. It's the best.
Most boring experience, I think the Christmas tree one I didn't enjoy that much.
Oh, it's very hard because there's no bad games in the pile. I think my favorite...
This was a very meh pile for me, like, of games. Nothing really bad, but nothing really fun either.
I think the best game, like the best, like, most fun game is Lunar Rush.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
Yes.
But I think Cull was my best experience, and I think maybe I'm going to go with Gap for the least fun experience. And those are going to be the games.
Yes.
That's going to be the end of the video. You can subscribe to us. It's free. And it makes us happy. You can do it by clicking the thing.
Yes, one thing.
And we're going to do bing, boom, bing, boom,
Yes.
keeping calling stuff and making videos, doing cool stuff, but board games, because we love board games and we love YouTube. So we are going to continue making these videos if you watch them, and if everybody stops watching them, we might not make them anymore.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to continue making them, and you can subscribe.
Yes.
How much does it cost?
No, 0 kroners.
What does
that is the Norwegian currency.
Yes, but it helps us out in more ways than you will ever imagine. So please do it, because I have to tell you, because that's how YouTube works.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this video about the keeping and the calling of the games. And we're going to see you soon in another video, or you're going to see us. I don't think we're going to see you. And that's the end.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Senua.
And you've been watching this video on Board Gaming Ramblings. Bye-bye!